This is a response to a video I just watched on free will. And it gives a few examples of cause and effect and free will, and mentioning that we don't have free will. And we very much do have free will. So I'm going to counter his examples with, is there free will or is it a cause and effect? Your free will causes cause and effect. I mean, this guy's channel that posted this, I mean, you're right into the sciences from what you say. I mean, you know some of the pretty deep sciences, so you know without a doubt that in a quantum world, in a superposition, you have infinite amount of choices to make. The choices that you choose to make, everything, all options, all opportunities tend to collapse as soon as you make up your decision. And your decisions have all been, what you tend to collapse all opportunity into is history. And can you change history? Yeah, that's the only time that you can change the past, is when you change history. And what is history? History is an experience that you tell a story to. Can you tell a different story to any event you've had in the past? Sure you can. You can make up shit all the time. And half of the stuff in our past is made up shit anyways. We are perceiving everything from our perspective, and if there's 10 people in a room experiencing something I've experienced, all 10 people will tell a different story. So which story is the truth? What is the real history? There is no real history, just like there is no real future. So the history that you've experienced is nothing more than a story you've told yourself that's in your memory banks, in your computer system that designs, when this happens, this is what you need to do. We have the free will to make up different rules for ourselves. We have the free will to ask questions of, what is our universe and how can I make it better? How can I make it easier? I mean, if you're not asking questions about how many opportunities you have, if you don't have the courage in yourself, you don't have the belief in yourself, if you have an ego that's really, really tunnel vision that just wants to go down one path, you have the free will to do that. But you also have the free will to make any choice that you want, but there definitely is a cause and effect. That everything you do will have a cause for something else to happen, like a domino effects. It will bump against somebody else. Somebody else will tell a story and create a different reality for them to experience, like a domino effect. But um, we are all affecting each other, but I have ultimate control over myself by the free will I choose to um, partake in when something forces me to do something. I can be stuck in the cause and effect that something caused me to be on a disability. This is something globally we need to be aware of, that globally we are affecting each other. There is a cause that affected my experiences today. Now, recognizing the position that I'm in, looking at the forces that I am faced to deal with, I still have options. I can be on a disability or I cannot be on a disability. And the universe is all causing me. I mean, it's a global thing. There's more more stories than I can tell you of how impossible it is to get off of this. First of all, there's medical conditions that we're told is impossible to cure. Is that really true? Is that the truth? No. I've been able to heal a lot of shit. A lot of things that aren't true, you end up finding out if you're asking good questions, and it gives more opportunity. So while I'm still dealing with causes and effect, how I respond to everything that's causing me to be here, I have the opportunity to transform every problem into a solution. You know, throw a problem at me, and every problem that can be thrown at me, I can transform it into a solution for me. I have that opportunity, I have that free will. Or I can have something thrown at me and sit there and just take it and eventually let it kill me. I have that free will. There is a cause and effect. All cancers, all diseases, everything has a cause that creates it. To sit there and experience something that happened yesterday or in our history will create our future. Like if you have a cause that's having you cancer, it will predict your future that one day you're going to die of your cancer. But you have the free will to stop the causes, stop all of that behavior. You have the free will to take a different path, take a different direction, stop eating that friggin' poison. And we don't know this, but it happens to be true that if you cure the causes, you cure the diseases that you suffer from, which will point you in a different direction that you can live a healthy, long life. So you ultimately do have free will. Right now, we're living in a screwed up world where a bunch of really insane elite people that happen to own every system and control every system created a lot of laws, a lot of history that aren't true. And they want us to believe that we have no free will, that they are the masters of this game, and we are learning or waking up or experiencing this 2012 or this Mayan calendar of this, end of time and big wake up call. Is we're starting to learn that what they're telling us isn't true. And as it turns out, just about everything in science needs to be rewritten. It's these insane people that wrote our science books, and a lot of it is bullcrap. And by the way, you have said that you work for the government and you create bombs to kill other people, that you are there to save us, to protect us, that we would all be doom and gloom without you doing your job. That's not necessarily true. That's a story in history that you want to believe in. You want to think that there's a whole pile of bad guys out there. You don't want to stop and say, hey, why are you trying to kill us? Can I ask you that question? What is it we did that was so wrong to you that you would want to bomb our country or destroy our country? Why don't you stop and ask the question why somebody would want to do you harm before you build a bomb and try and kill them? Maybe there's a cause as to why somebody else wants to kill you, just like you have a cause that says we need to kill those guys. You know, there's a cause why we have all of these wars, because a lot of people are building bombs instead of asking good questions as to what is it we need to do that will stop you from killing us. And I'll stop killing you if you stop killing me. That's an opportunity. We do have the free will to start doing something different, but as long as we're going to keep building these bombs and keep saying that, hey, they have no good reason why to kill us, they're just bad people, we need to kill them all, then you look like a bad person because all you're doing is killing other people, and you look like a big bad person, we need to kill you too. You have the free will to look like a better person. But it's your free will. When you want to do better, you need to step up. But and all of us need to step up. All of us need to see we have a lot of endless opportunities available to us. We are the masters of this game. We just got to learn it. But people going around that say that they know an awful lot about science and then start even making the suggestion that you don't have any free will. Anybody that I see that doesn't have an understanding of what free will is all about, they have no sense of responsibility or accountability in their life. It's easier to go around saying, I had no control. Everybody else was doing this to me, that, I'm just this victim that, I have to do what I have to do. And I've always found that totally bullcrap. I can't live by that rule, because then I can't be a creator. And as soon as I take responsibility and accountability for my life, and trust me, I'm on a friggin' welfare system. I've dealt with an awful lot of abuse. Okay, I will be the first one that says I played a role in that game. You have to. You have to be able to admit where it is you play a part in every experience that you have. If you can't do that, you can't get yourself out of the box that you're in. And I found that it's much easier to get out of the box I'm in as soon as I say, okay, you know what? Didn't know any better. Screwed up. Want a different direction. And so while I can sit there and maybe be a little harsh and judgment on other people to say that anybody that believes there is no free will is just not responsible and accountable, that's kind of harsh to say. But I have to live by that rule too. And I say that to myself all the time, that if I end up saying that there is no free will, then I have to admit to myself that I'm not responsible and accountable for everything that happens in my life. I'm just a whiner and a complainer. And that's something that I don't like to do. So I put that rule out there that that's what people tend to do. Because you can kind of look at the conversations that when they say there is no free will, they aren't really doing anything. They're not creating anything. They're just sitting around complaining about, I can't change anything. So here's to there is free will. Make a choice. Peace.